Hello and welcome back to the Distant Brewers podcast. I'm Declan.
I'm Ramsey. Thank you all for coming back to the podcast, and we hope you've had a great Christmas and New Year.
Today we're going to be doing something special because this is a one-off episode. This is not part of the first series or the second series. This is something in between. It's a bit like the Doctor Who Christmas special, which is something that I did over Christmas. Ramsey, what was it you did over Christmas? How have you spent Christmas?
I've spent it eating a lot of food, drinking a lot of drinks, and just living life to me. I work in between.
Yeah.
Let focus on that.
I think I've also eaten a bit more than I should have these past couple of weeks, so while being over.
I think that's a standard thing, though, isn't it? I think everyone does that.
And in the new year, do you tend to be a bit healthier? Or
Try to be, but it's quite hard to get back into it. Once you've gone away of like just eating a load of junk food, eating a load of junk, and now it's the 1st of January and you're just like, oh no, and it changes your ways. But it's hard, isn't it? It's hard to get back into that routine.
yeah, I actually had this experience a couple months back. You know, when you came over to mine,
Yeah.
I had the same experience because when you came over, I was in the holiday mode.
Yeah.
So I didn't really mind too much what I was eating, drinking.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
So I was just eating a lot of unhealthy stuff. And then I thought, oh, yeah, just for this week, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
And then when I went back to trying to eat normally, I found I was getting cravings again. So it really does pay to try to stick to healthy habits. And yeah, so this new year I've also tried to be a bit healthier at the beginning.
Yeah.
But it's a transition rather than a deep dive.
That's fair. You got any plans for the new year to help improve yourself, maybe?
Well, yesterday I bought a new pair of trainers
Nice.
to go running with. So my plan is to run a bit more.
Yeah.
I think I was just saying to you before we started recording that I would like to do my first marathon.
Yeah.
This year.
Of course, yeah.
It's not necessarily a New Year's resolution now. I've not really...
It's just something you'd like to do.
Yeah. I've not really made a New Year's resolution, actually. I think I've just said, go easy on myself.
Yeah.
I know for some people doing a marathon doesn't sound like that. So,
isn't it?
but I feel like I'm up for it.
Yeah, that's good.
And yeah. Do you have any New Year's resolution?
No, I wouldn't say I have any resolutions to say. I think maybe I want to be driving at some point this year. It's been a while. I've kind of just put it on hold for a while. But yeah, I'm going to see how that goes, see how it pans out, and hopefully in a few months' time I'll be on the road. So,
Nice.
sounds like a good plan, I think.
And anything else on the horizon in 2024?
I don't think so. I don't know, if I'm honest with you, just see how it goes. I've got nothing, like I say, I think one step at a time. If I just focus on the driving and see what goes from there.
Yeah.
And see what happens.
Is there a particular reason why you want to drive?
Yeah, it's just easy, isn't it? Like, talking about, like, well, if you relate to one of our episodes where we were talking about travel, around the UK, there are places that you want to go to, and you can't, or it's really hard to get there, or it takes hours just to get there purely because of public transport. Like somewhere where it could be like a 2-hour journey,
Yeah.
maybe about a 8-hour travel via public transport. So yeah, driving would be definitely more beneficial. Even just simple things like doing weekly shop in a car would be so much more beneficial. I just drive to the shop, put it in the car, drive down.
Are you afraid that getting a car will make you lazy?
No, because I did have a bike and I didn't make me lazy. I still walked to the shop.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I don't think so.
I think oftentimes I see people getting cars and then they'll use any excuse to use the car.
Yeah.
And then they'll literally drive to the shop around the corner.
Yeah.
With the car, which they could walk or cycle to.
Yeah, I think I'd probably walk. I think it'd be too much hassle being in the car just to. But if I'm just pop into the shop,
Yeah.
like just to quick stuff off, I need some bread or something, then yeah, I'm not gonna. Don't think I'd take the car. If not for a weekly shop,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be going to these shops anyway. It'd be somewhere a bit further. So yeah, I'd definitely take the car home.
Yeah.
Well, I'd like to think it wouldn't make me lazy. Still do what I need to do, I guess. So yeah, I feel that's about it. No set plans. Just improve myself maybe in some ways.
Yeah.
Maybe financially. Who knows?
Financially. Yeah, actually that's something I did a lot more in the last year. As you know, when I started last year, it's funny to now refer to 2023 as last year.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
But when I started last year, about 2 weeks in, I lost my job, and that left me in a somewhat perilous. I don't know if perilous is the word, but it's a tricky situation because you don't know where the money's going to come in and all this. So I really pulled my finger out after that, and I started doing business. But I also got another job. So then I started taking better look at my finances and what I'm spending money on and how much money I need to survive, and seeing how I can budget so I'm able to save more money per month and to become financially more secure. So I'm starting this year feeling a lot more better about my finances, and I think I'm only getting a few something.
No, absolutely notice that.
Yeah.
See, I think my problem was like over the Christmas period. I think because it was the Christmas period, I was like, "Wow, I don't like to buy this. I'm like, I'll stand that." Just kind of treat yourself in a way, and then you just go on the board, and like by the time you New Year's in, you're like, "Oh, maybe I shouldn't have gone that far," but I did. But I don't worry about it. I need to stress over it. I've done it. It's happened now.
Also, as I become more conscious about saving money and stuff, I've been able to say, "Oh, I know when I'm going to be spending more. If I'm going on holiday or it's Christmas time, then I know naturally I'll be spending more money."
Yeah.
So I can put money aside for those things.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I was able to, this time around at Christmas, put money aside to say, it doesn't matter how much of this I spend. If I spend it all, then it's okay.
Yeah.
So that's stuff like it.
That's good. You do.
Yeah, and I wasn't worried that how much money I was spending. It was that. It was that.
Well, did you enjoy the Christmas period?
I've enjoyed it.
Yeah. Did you enjoy so much apart from Dubs?
Probably not to. Well, I spent a lot of time with family, I've had some time off work. It's been very nice to be away from the screen. Actually, recording this podcast is probably going to be the longest period of being behind the screen in the past 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I think that's been good for mental health, actually. I've really noticed a benefit that I feel more energized and restful.
That's good, yeah.
From it. So I think I'm going to try and practice a bit more digital minimalism and be away from the screen a lot more. It's kind of hard with my job. But, outside of my work, to try and be off my screen a bit more. And also find ways of enjoyment and hobbies which don't involve the screen.
Yeah.
Because, for example, I go to the cinema quite a bit and I watch films, student services, so it's just like I'm not really taken away from the screen. By the way, in case you just saw a flash, my sister is behind us or in front of us taking photos. Because, we are the distant brothers, and Ramsey and I live far away from each other, but this period given us the opportunity to be together, but also with the extended family. And my sister is a photographer. So just now we've just been taking some photos. We should be able to use it as content across social media, but also make thumbnails. And that's why there was a flash. But maybe Jasmine, it's best not to. My sister's called Jasmine. Best not to use so much flash while we're recording. But what I was talking about is not being around the screen so much. Yeah, and I think I'm going to really try and find things to do which don't involve screen.
Yeah.
I think that's also why I get into running a bit more, because they're a bit more outdoor,
That makes sense.
nature.
The more time you're outside, less time you'll be on the shit. Especially if you're running, you can't be. Does that mean on your phone?
Yeah, you can't be on your phone. You can, but it's just dangerous, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's interesting one. I would like to travel to some places this year. There is that, but we're gonna. That's not the main focus. So,
Got any ideas of where you'd like to travel from?
I don't know why, but I want to go to Bulgaria.
Bulgaria. Yeah, I've heard some good things about it. If you like to party and stuff, it's a good place to go.
Oh really?
But
Justin.
not good. Oh, you've talked so well, guys. But yeah, I also like to travel.
Yeah.
Last year I traveled quite a bit. The year before I did as well. I think what I like to do each year is to go somewhere I've not been before. So not too sure yet. I think I'm leaning more towards like Italy or Portugal, because I've not been to those countries yet. So I think that's what I'll do. I'll probably maybe book 2 weeks off in the summer and go Interrail. And yeah, I think that's all. Yeah, I thought about Interrail. I got my first Interrail pass last year.
Yeah.
And I was to go to Sweden because I didn't fly. I went by train from the Netherlands to Sweden. And yeah, stopped in Germany and Denmark as well on school trip. And I was able to do it with one Interrail pass, which makes traveling by rail a lot more affordable than buying all the individual tickets.
I don't think they have anything like that, is there?
They do.
Do they?
Yeah.
What do they have?
But yeah, so you can buy in the UK. You can buy an Interrail ticket if you go outside Europe. But the thing is,
right.
If you buy an Interrail ticket, you can only use the ticket in your own country to leave or to come back.
Oh right.
And I believe you can also use the Eurostar with the Interrail. So you could also save quite a bit of money. Yeah.
So the ticket's only for outside the UK, essentially.
Well, you can leave and come back.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what I mean. Like, cool.
Yeah.
You can't use it.
Principally, it's for outside.
Yeah.
That's right.
That makes sense. It is.
Yeah.
So, what are the plans for the podcast going forward?
Yeah, podcast goes forward. So, as I just mentioned, they introduced our sister. I don't think she's going to come on the camera, but it's nice that we have a photographer in our family, so that we can, jazz up our content a bit. So instead of using a random still from our videos on YouTube, we can have professional thumbnails. I experimented a bit with making a thumbnail for our Q&A episode, which was our last episode, but also for content on social media and stuff that can, be of higher quality.
Yeah.
So I think the driving force behind the podcast, at least in the coming months, will be to improve the quality.
Yeah, definitely. I think as well, if anyone has any ideas of what we should talk about or any topics you want to mention, then leave a comment.
Yeah.
Give us a message, and we'll be sure to look at it and get ideas from it and talk about something.
Yeah. There's also we know a lot of how we can improve the podcast.
Yeah.
But it's all about time and money.
Yeah, it's
we'd love to hire someone. We just don't have the funds yet to pass it off to people.
Not quite.
So right now we're doing it all by just ourselves, and my sister's taking some photographs. So thank you for that. We are paying her, and she just said you're welcome in the background. And yeah, we know how to improve the video quality and the audio quality. We there's some equipment to be invested into. Ramsey still needs a laptop. He can probably get one this year. Yeah. So, and also doing things at a distance can also bring up other technical hurdles. To jump over. Yeah.
Well, at the minute, you're not doing social media, are you?
Yeah, I'm not on social media at the moment.
So,
yeah. But that's something I need to evaluate. Like when is using social media useful, and when is social media just distracting me from doing things which are worthwhile. I think also, if I want to be more away from the screen, then not using social media seems like the first. I know to do that, especially if my work entails being on a laptop all day.
That's the thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you do something so much already,
Yeah,
you don't want to be in your spare time.
yeah,
You don't.
yeah. So to make sure I still do high quality work, but that it doesn't overtake my life, and that I can still have a balanced life outside of that.
No.
So that's not too serious.
Maybe, quite. Yeah, but I think. Well, I don't really know what else to say. I'm honest, mate. Right now.
Well, what do you see as the future for the podcast? What would you like to see in a podcast in 2024?
I would like to see maybe like new location, mate. I know obviously it's a distant brothers. What if we just each in a different area? Like you're in one place, we're still distant. You're in one place, I'm in another place.
Yeah, I also thought about doing some kind of travel.
That's fine. Yeah.
We go traveling together.
Or together, or even travel apart. I mean, can like
report back.
Yeah. Cycling. Well, that would be cool.
Yeah. There's very different directions. I think also it'd be nice to get other people on the podcast.
Yeah.
And interview people about different topics which we like. Yeah, I think also we need to think more about how often we're doing these podcasts, how many episodes are a series, how long does it run for? Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure we can sit down one evening, have a call.
Yeah.
Work it all out.
Yeah. I mean, we also, speaking of social media, we want to have regular social media content going out, because that's how we grow up.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? At the minute, it's definitely not regular.
Yeah,
consistent in any way. We definitely need. I mean, if anyone has any tips on social media content, then just let us know. Give us a message.
I it's literally what I do for work. But so I'm still on social media for work. I'm still on social media for work.
Yeah.
Because it's my professional life. Not gonna lose my job, but it's not on my personal phone. I'm not going on my personal laptop on social media.
No, that makes sense. Well, I'm sure we'll work it all out.
We'll figure out it. And also, if we share the workload together, we can get there.
Get it done.
Yeah.
Get it done.
Yeah, because I think also for you, it's been quite a learning curve.
No, I've definitely, or at least I'm still trying to learn how all this works out, because it's not my forte. So
yeah,
I don't really know a lot about social media, to be honest.
Also our podcasts, how you might record a podcast.
That's true.
Editing it. I tried giving you a editing tutorial.
Yeah. That was an assault last, wasn't it? I don't think that I was paying attention, but I don't think I didn't really take it in, if I'm honest. So yeah, we'll get there eventually, and then one day someone can edit it for us.
Yeah. I mean, if we're able to make money from this somehow, please support us on Patreon.
Yeah,
every little helps.
It's about £5 a month. And it's not so much.
Yeah,
5 coffees, isn't it? Not 5 coffees.
About 2 coffees.
2 coffees.
I mean, it might not even get you 2 coffees nowadays.
Probably not.
Yeah, so
it's not that much money to, but if you want to support us over there, then that'd be very much appreciated, and you get exclusive access to the content. So we get early access, you get behind the scenes, you get monthly calls, whatever you wish.
Yeah, I mean, some of the photos my sister is taken right now, some of those will be exclusively.
Exclusive. So
Yeah.
you'll see it there.
I think we're also going to talk about a bit how we make the podcast on there a bit more.
Yeah, we can do that.
And we've got different tools we're using, which also speed up the process. And what else could we talk about? Or maybe we could talk about when our audience might expect our next series.
I don't know. Maybe like this. If we are talking series, maybe probably 2 weeks from now for the first episode. Because there's quite a lot that goes into it, which I've learned that it's not just a case of videoing yourself.
It's not just clicking record, upload. Yeah, it's not all direct. There's so many. There's like planning. Right, what do we want to actually discuss?
Yeah.
Then there's recording it and also making sure that everything's set up all right for the recording.
And because as well, there are only 2 of us, and we are doing it ourselves.
And we have full time.
We both work full time. I mean, we both work full time. Declan also has his own business on the side, so there's a lot that goes up, and we don't work the same hours. I work at night. Declan works during the day. So, but when he's finished work, I'm busy usually.
Yeah,
depending on what day it is, and so it's.
Yeah, it's like sleeping even.
I might even be sleeping, during the day, of course. So it is difficult, and in the future we would, I don't know, we will aim to 1 episode per week. Like, I wouldn't say we're going to promise 1 episode per week now, but we will get it out there as
I think we can. Maybe what the idea is, we'll have series. So while the series is running, we'll have 1 episode per week.
Yeah. So when the series is on, 1 episode per week, maybe have a little rest, and then we'll go back to it.
Yeah. Something we also did with the first series is we recorded 2 episodes before the first episode.
Yeah.
So that gave us some leeway with recording the others, so that if we couldn't find a way to record together, we were still able to follow a schedule.
Yeah.
So I think maybe the first week of February we'll have the first episode of the next series out.
Yeah, I think it's interesting time, isn't it?
We'll probably do like 8 or 10 episodes in that series. So then we'll take another break like we're doing now. And then we'll maybe do some one-offs there and there.
Yeah.
I think something you mentioned too is like to do live streams at some point.
Yeah, I'm sure we can pick up a live stream somewhere.
Yeah, as our audience builds, we get involved like that.
We can also even make like just small video clips, in between, like, how's everyone doing?
Yeah.
Just get catch up on. So we're not always, So we're not always, because at the minute we're quiet.
Yeah.
On social media, there's nothing there really. But maybe in that time where we have the time off, we can put small things out there. So we're not off completely, but we're just not making like a full podcast episode.
Yeah.
So I think that'd be a good idea, just to fill the time and use the time wisely. Really, time is valuable.
That time is everything.
Yeah. So instead of wasting the time, do something with our time to help push things forward and get people engaged and people interested in the podcast, and hopefully we can achieve something and get somewhere. But any suggestions, they are very welcome. Any things you think we could improve on, let us know, and we'll do the best we can. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I think that might actually be it for the episode. I can't think of much else.
So it was only a little update, really, isn't it? And it's going to have a good future.
Yeah, I mean, the next month will be mainly planning and organizing, so we can make the next series better than the first series.
Of course,
we learned a lot in the first series about improving quality of the podcast. also getting a system in place.
Yeah.
Because I think the first episode, we didn't have a system. We just went ahead, recorded,
Just did it.
did it.
Yeah.
But now, certainly for me, I have a whole system in my head of, okay, once the episode's recorded, I need to do X, Y, and Z. There's all different things with making sure the edit's good, making little clips which you can post on social media, but also improving the audio quality, editing that before it goes live, and then posting it on YouTube, on Spotify. Yeah, so it's been a whole process, and it's great that we have an audience, actually, because I think it's exceeded our expectations. We thought it'd just be our mum listening, basically. But
does she listen? Does she?
Yeah, I think so. But I think also I have colleagues come up to me and different people I know come to me and say, "Hey, I watch your podcast or listen to your podcast. Great, what you're doing."
It's quite a good feeling when someone says that.
Yeah, so you got the same?
Because I've had the same. Because even if it's not a good episode, or the quality's not, and someone comes up to you, and if they just said, "Oh, I watched this episode," and it's like they've taken their time, out of their day, just to put it on. Even if it hasn't turned out good, they still thought about putting it on, which I think is just as good.
Yeah,
and we're pleased for everyone who watches.
And we definitely had hiccups where the audio or the image wasn't good. I remember one episode was a lot of feedback. Not from people, but like in the audio itself, it was just like lots of echoey. And
one of the episodes, I had to keep muting my mic, didn't I?
Yeah. Because we spent half an hour trying to fix the issue, but we just couldn't. So I was just like, Ramsey, when I'm talking, mute the mic. Which kind of was some sort of a fix, but wasn't work with what you've got, right?
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
I think we're doing a good job of using our means effectively. So I think we could wrap it up. Wrap it up.
So thank you for tuning in to this special episode of the Distant Brothers. If you'd like to subscribe to our YouTube channel, please do. Hit the notification bell and you'll be notified when we upload a video. All of our social media channels are at the Distant Brothers. So we've got TikTok and Instagram. Want to follow us on there? You'll see little clips, pictures. And then our Patreon as well for any behind the scenes exclusive pictures, travel updates, anything like that. Free calls and all. And yeah, that'll be it. Thank you.
That wasn't free calls at all.
No.
It's a call. One call
included.
Yeah,
I
so
just realised that.
if you want to be on the call, I don't know. Yeah, how many people in the audience we don't know. Because I think a lot of our audience we already know. We always talk to us on a basis. But yeah, if you wanted to speak to us live in person, not in person, but like live online in person, then being a Patreon supporter, you can join a live Q&A.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah,
that's it.
That's it. Thank you for listening.
Yeah,
I think this episode will probably be called a sit down with the Distant Brothers. Yeah, special update. Yeah.
Well,
great.
Well, stay safe, and we'll speak to you all soon.
See you soon.
Ciao.
Ciao.